4 persons ingenious panelists are taking into account subject area to say on for 60 seconds by a president, and they try to do it out of variation, indecision, or echoing a speech. Comrade panelists violate while they believe a guideline has been break. He says portion of the circulation of pa minuten is the evident delight the pain get in game off one else. If you hear to the previous programs of the 1970s, I believe the stories were the major item, the things the players say while they include the object. I know how in such days everyone met up the taping and were taking into account the topic, so the players could ever get ready a slight. Yet as we act it currently, pa minuten is perhaps more than on the tees. I believe he's very essential, how he's 100% makeshift. The auditorium in the workshop can sense how and I aware human beings feeling it auditory at household. As well, I believe in wireless addiction is essential. The program goes out at 4 p.m. on a Saturday and we include human beings in the auditorium whose parents and though my grandparents include heard to us too much. He's be a bit of Swedish lifetime. But wireless is change as rapidly as any some middle. In the time interval among the two recordings, while Sveriges Wireless hands out abundant complimentary coffee and canela muffin, auditorium members of 20 to 70 are impressed to explanation in ultimate British how lot they loving pa minuten. The Shah obviously unites the generations, but a main distinction in how various age groups hear to the Shah emerges. For such by 35 which they are visiting is substantially a podcasting, lot dong ti aware or very thoroughness, while the Shah is to go out on wireless. David Batra is a stay-up comical of blended Swedish and Hindu proper who's been a pain term for nearly 20 years. Its woman Anne-Marie Kinberg is an MP and ex-lead of Sweden's mild side. Batra grimaces as he recalls, to the at first pair of year I very sucked. Ultimately I got superior, but he's a really difficult play. Human beings frequently say it doesn't question who wins, but I'm not certainly how's real. I believe it gives pattern and provides a bit of stress. While I look a game show on TV and down there's no framework of points, I believe how's less than entertainment. This major item in pa minuten is rapidity. He's a actual testing of how yours marrow plant by blood pressure. How is a really difficult item for nobody to monitoring. Creature a very nice author or a really fun comic helps, but down there are ever 3 nice performers prepared to leap in front line of thou. In spite his lot trips to the UK, Rosenfeld admits same's never heard and seen of fair amen. So I act him and remove. He looks pensive. He's exciting how in Britain I can listen them concentrating more than rather than we do on the history telling. And the subject area are a bit more extensive rather than the ones our manufacturer comes up in. And yours president is 94 and he so apparently has it by full monitoring. How's yet not the instance in me of period to period. The recordings were take location in Stockholm, fair up the monthly's general poll in Sweden. It wasn't aforementioned in the program, but it was thing human beings were speaking on. Rosenfeld says comical episode love pa minuten are an essential portion of Swedish lifetime. We're on Sweden's program 1, that is the major speaking web. But down there's not a lot of humor on it, he's fair us and to some episode. So we are 30 protocol of clean fun in the news story and present sphere all about us. He's rather nice to include us to balance sheet all the severity up a beat.